Hey guys, welcome to the Rubik's Research Lab. In today's video, I'll be talking about finger tricks and just trying to be more smooth at moving the cube around. I think it really helps. So let's go about it. Now, most people first start off using their hands, like full hands, and that's how I started. But as you try solving faster, that's not going to work anymore, and that's mainly seen in speed cubes because speed cubes are not meant to be done holding hands. It's more of finger tricks. So tips, this is going to be more of a tips kind of thing. So most people try doing finger tricks like 1, 2, 3, 4 and just doing one at a time. So first thing I would like to talk about is trying to combine moves, right? So let's take a PLL example for this case. So a normal person would do it this way. If it's a PLL, if you want to use your full hands, I think this is the T palm. Yeah, T palm. So that will be the normal way to do it. So now if you want to try doing a finger trick here, notice that I'm trying to combine different sets of moves together. So if you just want to do normal finger tricks, people just try doing that. But the main thing about finger tricks is you want to reduce the number of grips you do to the least, right? So if you see, now let me just do this one more time. That's 2 grips right there. My 3rd grip, 4th grip, 5th grip. Yeah, so even there I think it would have gone up to 8. But then how can you reduce this? So the main thing about finger tricks is trying to be continuous, right? So let's take this example again. Now the best way, this is totally, it's a more of an individual thing. Each one tries it in your own way. You have to experiment. So in my way, I have reduced it to I think 3 grips. That was my first grip. So what I do is I'm trying to be continuous here, right? So instead of doing that, I'm trying to do it in one set using my left here. So that's 1, right? So rather than doing a regrip for an R2, let me hold it like this, do an R2. I'm going to get back to my baseline when I do an R prime, U prime, do another grip, go R, U, yeah. So it's more of a continuity thing. You have to try different, for each PLL there's a different way. So I suggest you try doing finger tricks on your PLLs or OLLs because that helps you get the continuity when you try solving F12s. That's how I learned it, so I'm just saying it. So same way, another case, let's try another case where you can, I'm just trying to show continuity here. It's all individual, you have to get your own ideas into it. So I'm just trying to show something, so like this is a way to do it. So let's try another PLL here. Yeah, this one. These two have to switch, and these two have to switch. I think it's called a J palm or something. So you can do this. Notice the progression here. So first up, I start with many grips. You have to keep the number of grips in count. As you saw, there are a lot of grips, and doing it fast, it's really not going to be useful. Oh shoot, sorry about that. I think I messed it up a little. Let me get back to it. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. So again, on a faster note, not exactly fast. So what can we do there? You can try different PLL sequences. Now I prefer the reverse of it, the reverse of the normal PLLs you learn. So the normal PLL goes like R prime U2, R U2 and so on. I do the reverse of it. I start the U, R2 and so on. So I feel that's more continuous, right? So let's try another sequence. Now I want to remove the number of grips. So let's try this. That works. Either you can do that. So R prime U2, R U2 like that. Or let's just go for normal R2. And then R prime U, rather than doing this, let's say, rather than doing that, I can do that in one sequence, right? Then do a regrip, and rather than doing that, I can do that. So that's more continuous. You just have to try different methods. As I said, it's all about experimenting. So this is how it looks like right now. The reverse method, I prefer the reverse more because it's more continuous. So if you were to do the reverse, this would be the normal where you are not very continuous. If you are continuous, I do this. I just hold on to it, I don't let go. So and then I use my thumb there. That's a little slow, still working on it. So it's all about being continuous. So I'm just trying to give you an insight here. Let's try another PLL. I think this one is the most continuous I've found. So let's try this. I think it's called I don't know, these two switch and these two switch. I don't know the names of them, sorry about that. So for this, normally you do F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F, and then it's basically a combination of a PLL and OLL if you look at it closely. So as you saw, that was continuous. So what I am doing here is I'm just showing you what I do. I'm just giving you an insight. It's up to the viewer here, it's up to you to see what I'm doing and trying to figure out what you can do from this. So try to be continuous. It's really important. If you want to be fast, continuity is a very important thing. You should have minimal number of regrips, and also once you figure them out in your OLLs, PLLs, I think you can use similar cases. So see, for example, if there was an F12 here and you have to put them here, you can the double flick works. Practice the double flicks on all sides, also the M slices, and yeah, see if you can use your left hand also. Now when I started out, I didn't do much with my left hand, so when I was doing the this PLL, where the middles are opposites, yeah, that took me a lot of time to master because I didn't use my left hand that much. So try to give equal importance to both your hands. Don't try exactly solving just on your dominant hand, in my case the right hand. So that's another important tip. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. What else is there? Let's figure these out in one example solve. See how we can be more continuous using Fingertricks. Let's see. Cross. Okay, now let's see from here. First F12. Saw that? I was being continuous there. So goes there. Sorry about that. Next F12, this one. This, and it's over here. So there. Then these two. These two. So as you saw, I was trying to be asked by again another OLL case where you can be continued. R, double flick, and then another PLL, these two switch and these two switch. So just try to be continuous. It's more of an experimental thing. I was just trying to give an insight. Hope this was useful, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just work on it. It's as important as how you practice your F12s and etc. So yeah, all this is a very important part of your solves. Do work on it. Happy cubing. Hope this was useful. Do like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.